This shirt costs $5. Now $200. Sound blasphemous to you? Well, not to NBA players like J.R. Smith, Devin Booker, and Kelly Oubre, who can't get enough of the world's leading streetwear brand. And they're not the only ones. Ever since Supreme burst on the scene, hypebeasts everywhere have camped and clawed their way through lines to cop gear with the iconic box logo on it, whether it be a shirt or a crowbar. What started as a skateboarding brand has become an undeniable symbol of status worn by athletes who probably couldn't skateboard to save their contracts. The result is an unstoppable brand pushing iconic fashion, attracting public figures and fans by the millions. While you and I are free to dress in as much Supreme as our paychecks allow, NBA players can't say the same, at least when they're on the clock. Ever since Iverson took the NBA by storm, the association has kept a watchful eye on what players are wearing on and off the court. The league actually went full authoritarian in the David Stern era, preventing Iverson from dressing in streetwear when entering arenas. In a roundabout way, out of fear of alienating white customers, the NBA, which is now known as the wokest league of them all, decided 2000 streetwear was not to be worn before or during games, opting for collars instead. While the NBA players were outraged, us working folk realized it's not weird at all for your employer to mandate a dress code. Eventually, XXL t-shirts and angled snapbacks died out. They've been replaced by the latest fashion brands and whatever words you can come up with to describe this. And of these brands, which one reigns supreme? You see what I did there? Well, we'll give the edge to the one that is so beloved that J.R. Smith got it tatted on his right leg. Supreme. Smith's leg tattoo wasn't the first time a player publicly endorsed the outrageously popular street brand on the court. Before he ever got the tattoo, JR donned a Supreme shooting sleeve in a game against the Lakers. While the league didn't fine him, he was reprimanded and told not to wear it again. Kelly Oubre Jr. faced similar repercussions. While balling for the Wizards, Oubre rocked a Supreme sleeve on his leg. He was forced to remove it at halftime. He was confused as the sleeve had the NBA logo on it, but the league wouldn't stand for such blatant advertisement of a company it had no deal with. To put it bluntly, if the NBA's hands weren't directly connected to another company's pocketbooks, you can't rock that gear without the league hurling down the hammer like Thor. Back to Swish's tattoo. How would the NBA cover up the ink from the public eye? Basically, the league told Smith that covering the tattoo was his responsibility, with either long socks or taping down fabric to it. If it were visible, he could expect a fine. This crackdown would not keep NBA players from their beloved brand. If anything, it increased its popularity. After all, rebelling against authority is appealing to both brands and those who want to buy into them. PJ Tucker, a well-documented sneakerhead in the NBA community, is also an avid Supreme fan. By his own account, Tucker fell in love with the brand while playing abroad. He noticed American tourists wearing the iconic box logo. Now, it's not just Supreme sneakers he owns, but all kinds of apparel. When Tucker returned to play with the Phoenix Suns, his love for the brand transferred to some of his teammates. Teammates such as Devin Booker, who is frequently photographed wearing the gear, Dirk Jones Jr., who played alongside Tucker for 1 year. He wore Supreme on the brightest stage of his young career. He rocked the Nike Supreme collab shoes while participating in the 2017 dunk contest. Name after name has been converted to the Supreme cause. There's enough guys donning the brand's gear that we can create a fictitious, not at all DC-based, Supreme Court. You get it? Nick Young, the swaggy one himself, actually wore a pair of Supreme shoes in-game with the Lakers. And speaking of former Lakers, Jordan Clarkson and Brandon Ingram have also been photographed wearing the gear. It seems if you are young, wealthy, and live in Los Angeles, chances are you own some Supreme. It should be noted that there is an emphasis on the wealthy part. It's not cheap to rep the brand. Let's say you want to look like the pros do, and follow in J.R. Smith's footsteps. Between a Supreme jersey, shooting sleeve, and shorts, you'll be paying north of $500. Also, if you happen to be semi-responsible with your finances, you're not copying Supreme, because that's 2 car payments. But for now, Supreme only continues to grow as more and more players fall in love with the gear. A simple brand that was marketed towards guys who spent most of their time in skate parks has now conquered an audience that makes their living on the basketball court. Funny how that works. Thank you all for watching. As always, I'm Frank Smith. You can follow me at FMS_Frank Smith and follow ClutchPoints at ClutchPoints. If you enjoyed this mini documentary, check out many more on our ClutchPoints Facebook, IGTV, and YouTube. Until next time.